Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nathan. I am an executive director of the Election Truth Alliance, and here's your quick update for everything going on. I'm going to start with legal first. So, as of right now, we have invested over $30,000 in retaining and paying lawyers across the U.S. Our current process, legal team wise, is initiating with record requests, then gathering and building a case for lawsuits. We've been doing this for a couple weeks now, and I can announce we have retained lawyers in Pennsylvania to help us pursue lawsuits and audits there. Now, to highlight this further, we have recently hit 24,000 signatures on our Pennsylvania petition for demanding a hand count audit. And what I want to highlight here is, to date, so far, we have not heard back from any state officials for our pleas. So I would highly recommend you continue to email and call your secretaries of state, your attorney general, your governors, specifically Pennsylvania. And so I do want to highlight that we have recently released a audit advocacy toolkit on our website. You go to electiontruthalliance.org, you come under resources, and the audit advocacy toolkit is here. And it briefly explains a little bit, and then you hit this button and it'll actually bring up templates for emails or phone call scripts. And we have a contact list as well for some state officials you can start reaching out to. This should make it easier for you to call or email your representatives. We've given you an outline of what you can talk about. So hopefully that's good for you. And then next we have, when it comes to everything else, actually one final point for Pennsylvania. So as I said, we've retained lawyers there. If you live specifically in Philadelphia and you voted during the 2024 presidential election and you're interested in helping us pursue audits, please email us at board@electiontruthalliance.org. or go to our website and fill out a volunteer form and enlist being a Pennsylvania or Philadelphia resident. And put that in your subject line of your emails as well. And I will say these lawsuits, they're not going to be quick, but no one really knows. And the only way it seems we can get the states to step up and do this and we validate our elections is likely going to be through these lawsuits that we've been building, and we're still going to need help paying for as we continue and file those. Now, in additional news, on the positive side, I was on the Christopher Titus show in Los Angeles, California, and they have released not one, but two parts of that recording. That's on YouTube right now. You go to Christopher Titus TV, and we highlight all of the data we have for Pennsylvania and the three counties there, and we actually do talk about Nevada, and we talk about 2020 as well. So please go check them out. It was an amazing experience. It was a little chaotic in the beginning, but we very quickly, figured out, how to break things down. And the team was amazing about summarizing and making things understandable and bringing up very important key points. So that was awesome. Please go check them out. Give them your love. Now, in terms of what ETA's next steps are, now, we are still, as I said, we're still seeking donations to help pay for the upcoming legal battles, but we are giving back to you as well. And so how are we doing that? We are launching our new dashboards. And here's an example of that. I'd highlighted this before, but this will be very quickly going up and being made public. And I'm going to run through this quickly for you here. So here's a few things you want to highlight is we will follow up this dashboard release with documentation. And an important note as well is this dashboard will let you download the data for each county and each state that we're going to highlight in each election voting type. So we do have a little bit of a summary, but we're going to follow up with some formal documentation on how you can replicate our work yourself. Now, this is one analysis. We have our turnout analysis, which gives us that very clean X. This is the same concern. Mail-in is a straight line. Election day is not. And you can test this with all of the different data sets I have. And we will continue to upload to this dashboard. And then here's the last one is heat maps. You've seen maybe this before. It should be more of a ball. and yet we're seeing it up and to the right for the winning candidate, or not technically the winning, but the growing candidate in this case. As turnout increases, we see that he's growing in vote share. If we look at it mail-in, we see it's more of a spherical ball for each candidate. So, and then finally, this one hasn't been published as much. We're going to highlight this going forward, but this is your bar graphs. I like these a lot because these very quickly summarize the concerns, and it is interactive. So you can see the different precincts. You can see the average amount of votes. We're seeing somewhere around 324 average votes per precinct here. As we get further to the right, we're hitting 450, 600, 438. So what is important to highlight here is as turnout is increasing, we don't see any sudden shifts up or down, except for maybe right here. That could be, a little bit of an anomaly. But when we look at election day, we see an interesting shift after, what would this be, 53% turnout, and then the precincts after begin to average higher for one candidate. This is very concerning. This is anomalous. So you will be able to play with this soon. You will be able to download the data and see a little bit more details, and we'll have a nice little summary for you, and I'll have a video as well highlighting this. So to sum it all up, let's see. For the ETA specifically, we are stepping into the next phase. We're looking at large legal battles ahead, a lot of public attention. We're looking at trying to outreach to news in the US and outside of the US about our concerns, our finding, and our data. We're looking at working with credible election experts and getting their support as well in writing, perhaps. And we're already starting to see rumblings of the 2020 election fraud concerns. And I want to say that first step always when it comes to concerns is you want to look at their sources and their data. You want to see the proof up front, if you will, because the data shouldn't lie. And we may have some reports for the 2020 election in the near future that we'll be giving you. So keep that in mind. I want to thank you all so much for the support and the donations to get us here. Lily and Jive, they have been killing it when it came to setting us up. And then, David and Nate and the others who joined the ETA pushed us ahead. And so now they helped us get to this point, but you have overall been pushing us along and sharing the news. And I wouldn't be here without them, and we wouldn't be here without you. So thank you guys so much for the support. I will say your call to action, right? What's next? So keep spreading the word, spread the data, link to our website, take our reports, send them, email them, make phone calls, contact your state officials. We gave you an audit kit. Go make those phone calls, go make those emails, say, hey, we outline what you can talk about and make it easier for you. If you can donate, please help us pay for the legal and the other equipment we're still using. We've been killing it with the dashboards, and we still have to pay to host this stuff and get this data out to you guys. And that's what's important. And if you have a background in statistics, data analysis, nonprofit accounting, please volunteer on our website or send us an email at board@electiontruthalliance.org. And then I just want you all to know, we're only going to keep growing and getting louder in the coming weeks. But social media has been cracking down. It has been ridiculous. They've been suppressing a lot of our work, a lot of the work of our friends that have helped to boost us. The way we're going to have to beat the suppression is we're going to have to be everywhere. We're going to have to be all saying the same messages. And we're also going to have to use, our feet when it comes to helping spread the word beyond our bubbles. Social media does not like what we're doing. I think that's very telling. What they say is when you face opposition and pushback, you're going the right way. The right thing is almost never the easy thing to do. So thank you guys so much. More to come.